Hey everyone, we're doing something a little different today. We're going to do a movie commentary, this time on Dragon Ball Z Dead Zone at
I
the
got
request of Crazy Armor.
I finally got some motherfucking anime on this channel. Let's go.
It's not anime, it's actually a cartoon because they played it on Cartoon Network. I hate that mentality.
I'm just not gonna comment anymore.
But
Have
yeah,
fun. I hope you can solo this movie.
no, you love this movie. It'll be fine. But yeah, so we're not gonna be able to show the footage here because we don't want our channel to be taken down before it even gets a chance to take off.
Well,
So
hang on. We get 3 strikes, right?
I mean, I guess, but I'm not
See,
going
we
to.
can we can be that we can get big with this movie actually showing.
I
And then
am
once we get it
not.
taken down, we revise it and do all future videos revised while also keeping the clout and subscribers. It's the
I
perfect plan.
I don't want to do that though. I don't want to go through that. Funimation are vicious out here. All right.
No, no, no. It's not Funimation you gotta worry about. It's Toei Animation.
Okay. Well, they're also vicious. So, but anyways, if you want to watch along with us, we are just watching the English dub with the Japanese music, but I'm sure you can watch it in whatever configuration you really want.
You can
Um,
find this movie on Crunchyroll. You can
or
buy it
get
on DVD
the
from Walmart
yeah.
or Amazon. There might be a Blu-ray release. I don't entirely know. And then there's plenty of other ways I won't mention here. You know where to look.
Yeah, we're I think we're both just watching on the DVD movie collection uh
They're like
release.
$10 a box, so they're pretty cheap.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. So yeah, if you're ready to get started here, I think we can go ahead and get started. We will do a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then on the invisible go is when we will all press play together. All right.
Yeah,
So, uh, yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started with it. So, are you ready?
yeah.
Alrighty. On the invisible go, Dragon Ball Dead Zone. 3, 2, 1. Waves and rocks.
We're gonna be seeing that a lot. We got a
Yes,
lot of these to get through.
it's beautiful.
Especially if we include the super films and superhero.
Oh,
Oh god,
oh, oh
I forgot
shit!
about that.
Taco Bell.
I haven't seen this movie in so long.
That face at the start was so bad.
It's just, it's in your face. I imagine seeing this in a movie theater.
This is also not in 4x3, the version we're watching. This is terrible.
Oh, who cares?
I do. That's why I brought it up.
Eh. I've seen a lot of people complain about the Funimation releases, and for any other anime, I'd be on their side, but for Dragon Ball, I don't care that much.
Yeah, for Dragon Ball, we just always get shit, so it's what we expect.
Pretty much.
Other than the Dragon Box, which is impossibly expensive, we've never really gotten a good release of any of Dragon Ball media, and that is kind of sad.
Maybe the VHS versions are better.
Maybe.
Hi, Android 17.
17.
Sounds like 17.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, it does.
Or Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, I love this song so much.
Yay! It keeps the Funimation intro. Or the second Funimation intro, I guess. I
Yeah, fuck head chala.
Yeah, okay. The Funimation intros are weird. I don't know how much you know about them, but like there's one that plays during the Frieza arc when the Funimation dub first starts after the Captain Ginyu fight. And
Mm-hmm.
that goes until I think like the Buu saga, which then gets this. But when they went through and redubbed Dragon Ball with their team, they then they used this song for all the earlier episodes. So like halfway through the show
Mm-hmm.
or partway in, it switches to the first intro, and then after that, it switches back to this. It's weird.
Yeah.
And this is why I watch Kai. This is why I watch Kai. I don't have to deal with that.
See,
We just got Dragon Soul the whole way
I
through.
I love Kai, but I have a lot of issues with the fact that it like repeats the same like 5 songs over and over for the entire runtime up until Final Wars, where it gets 5 new songs, or Final Chapters, I mean, not Final Wars.
Aren't
uh
they the same song like Dragon Soul with different singers though?
what was it? What'd you
For
say?
Final Chapters, isn't it still the same song but with different singers like Dragon Soul, or is it just the same singer?
uh I don't know. All I know is it gets the "We Got a Power"
Yeah, I love that
opening.
song, and I know it's on the set of Kai Final Chapters I have, which I think is like the
Mm,
last 13 episodes. But I don't,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like that for the others. I couldn't
Look,
tell you.
it's Goku's house that we never like canonically see in the fucking manga in Dragon Ball Z.
Is it not in the manga?
No, in the manga, I think there's like maybe one shot in the Buu saga where we see the like dome, like the half circle house that we always see in in
Hmm.
in the Z, but it doesn't look the same, and Goku's old house, like Grandpa Gohan's house, is nowhere nearby. So it's kind of weird.
Hmm.
We never I don't think Toriyama ever canonically showed Goku's house after Dragon Ball Z started, which is very weird. I was
Not the
also
weirdest thing. I'm going to assume he designed it though, because it fits his design mentality here.
yeah. I was gonna have a gag where I said hello Christopher Sabat every single time there's a character voiced by Christopher Sabat, but I
We'll be
think
here
that
all
would
day.
be yeah, I think that would be too many characters.
Early days of dubbing, there's a lot of doubling up.
He's also like the voice director for
Yeah,
Z and
he does a
Kai.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah. This is this is the around the time where Dragon Ball Z still felt very Dragon Ball, because well, this movie takes place before the start of Z, technically, even though it's not canon.
I think it came out
Uh,
during like the Snake Way run.
yeah, but it takes place between the 23rd Tenkaichi
No, I
Budokai
get
and
that. I'm just saying,
Ratatouille.
like, at least for the animators and their mindset, it came out around that time. Because clearly,
Yeah.
their mindset and what's happening in the show at the time very clearly affects these movies.
Yeah, and that's fine. I think this movie has
Eh.
like a really good compromise though between like the really high octane action of Z and the more choreographed fighting of Dragon Ball. And I think a lot of people like this movie a lot for that. Um it just looks
Yeah,
good.
kind of. I think most fans, though, the ones who have only seen Z, usually dislike this film.
But yeah, and they're dumb and stupid. I love this movie.
It's fun that we have to have a difference between Dragon Ball fans and Dragon Ball Z fans.
It's the classic and modern fans.
At least all of them hate Dragon Ball Super.
See, that's not true. There's a lot of people that fucking love Super.
Do they like Super or parts of Super?
No, see, like,
Because I can watch all of Dragon Ball and be entertained the whole way through, even at its lowest points. But if I watch Super, unless we're during like the third arc or the arc after that. That's like it.
I think Super was consistently doing numbers when it was airing for the first time, and following the Dragon
Yeah,
Ball
but
fandom.
you see Boruto is as well and continuing to have numbers. So clearly those fans don't count.
Okay, but guess what? The fucking Dragon Ball Super fans are the only kinds of Dragon Ball fans that are entering the franchise. There's not going to be hardly any more Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z fans.
And that's
It's
okay. We can let it die.
Yeah,
Now that
but it's
Super's
not
gone,
going
we can
to.
just let it die.
It's not going to. Super will come back, and it's still going in the manga.
I doubt it's coming back. Especially with
We'll still get the
whatever the new
movies.
series is called.
I'm sure we'll still get the movies after Daima.
But yeah, Daima, that one.
Oh
Movies
yeah.
probably, but like I hope Dragon Ball just gets a rest.
Um, I don't know.
Outside of like I'm fine with the side stuff and movies, but
Well,
like series wise it's become so muddied that
I feel
no
like
one knows how to
yeah.
handle it.
I feel like Daima though is gonna be billed as the next Dragon Ball series. Uh, you know, so
And we'll just have to see how it ends.
and
If
I
it's on a
I
cliffhanger and sequel bait, we're getting another season. But if
yeah.
not, then we'll just leave it at that.
Oh yeah, also I didn't read like the full story on this, but apparently recently Shueisha officially said GT is now part of the official Dragon Ball canon timeline somehow. um,
You know,
so
I
this
don't even
means
care
Goku
anymore.
turns into a child twice in his life.
Isn't this what Goten was literally made for? Why did we have to turn Goku into a child?
Because it's not Goku. It's not the main character.
I like Dragon Ball, but God, I hate this series so much. Alright, let's actually
Hey,
talk about the movie. Uh, Goku flew
yeah.
off. That's it.
Gohan got kidnapped because they couldn't just take his hat.
Oh, it's this scene.
Yeah. I remember it's so weird watching this now because I believe Gohan has a different voice in Kai, and Kai is what I watched most recently.
Yeah, Gohan here is voiced by Stephanie Nodani, and in Kai he's voiced by Colleen Clinkenbeard.
Yeah, this is the Gohan voice I grew up with, though. So
No, I grew up with Kai Gohan though. I prefer this actor for Kid Goku though, just because of GT.
hmm
But Gohan, I prefer Colin Clinkenbeard all the way.
He
So
just
she will
sounds.
be voicing Goku in Dragon Ball Daima. So she'll be reprising Goku again.
Oh hell
Because
yeah, that's awesome.
she voices Goku in flashbacks in Kai, but it's not often. But she does voice him there.
That makes me very
And
happy
then
to hear. I didn't
Goten
actually
retained
know
his
that.
original voice from the original Z. So he still sounds different.
I wonder if they'll just pitch mod Christopher Sabat for Vegeta.
Why?
Isn't that what they did in Broly?
I don't know.
Oh no, wait, no, he had a completely different voice in Broly. I'm thinking of like the old Dragon Ball Z stuff. Whenever we saw Kid Vegeta, it was definitely just still Christopher Sabat
Oh, yeah.
doing the voice.
He's a talented voice actor. But he also does a lot of doubling up on cheap productions.
I love the abridged version of the scene a lot. Or Gohan's fully on like a terrible acid trip.
You see, I watched that and got to it in here, and I was like, no. No, they didn't actually do that.
And Gohan's drunk. Well, I guess being drunk also makes you see things in this. I don't fucking know.
Time to start listening to the Doors.
What I don't get is why they don't just kill Gohan.
Because they need him as a hostage. Goku has to, see him.
I
Maybe they know
prefer.
Goku can sense life energy.
Ain't got the last motherfucking balls. I I definitely prefer the plot of the abridged version of this.
It's the same
Where it's
plot.
just well, no, it's them being like, oh no, we very much should not have kidnapped Gohan.
See,
Now
but if you kill
Goku's gonna be
but if you
coming.
kill Piccolo, then we wouldn't be able to make a wish.
Oh,
Oh, good. It's a good thing we're
oh my God!
bad at our
Dodged a bullet
jobs.
on that one. Thank God my minions are incompetent.
That
Uh,
is one thing this movie has a lot of among a lot of others has a very nice set piece to it. I like the castle design,
yeah, the
although it feels
castle's
straight out of
perfect.
Castlevania.
I feel like there's it feels a a tad more Dragon Ball-y because it's like rounder and has a bunch of weird looking towers. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Castlevania is more like a standard looking castle, I think.
That's
Just
not a
some
standard looking castle, but
it just has some impossible architecture going on.
someone call HP Lovecraft over here. Also, hi Chris Sabat. I'm doing your job for you.
We said we weren't gonna do it.
Yeah, but you brought it up, and then we kept talking about Chris Sabat, so here we are.
I want an official piece of Dragon Ball media to fucking acknowledge the fact that everyone's named after various foods, vegetables, spices. Uh,
Well, that ruins the joke. And it would only work in Japanese because most of the names are built on the Japanese names of fruit. Like, no one's gonna know what Nappa's supposed to be in the US. Jesus Christ, he has a fucking demon army. Holy shit.
yeah, he's fucking Pilaf as well.
He actually has demons. So what the fuck is Piccolo? If those are what demons are.
Piccolo's a fucking slug man from
We
space.
also have demons in official Dragon Ball. Like, Goku fights, like, fucking Devil Man at one point. Like, again, it just makes you think, what the fuck is Piccolo supposed to be?
See, I always thought it was since he's like the evil essence of a Namekian. He's already got like the Namekian powers there, obviously, but because he's like corrupted with evil, the original Piccolo, King Piccolo, he's just able to make these weird fucking creatures and stuff. And of course, he doesn't necessarily know what that there's a whole fucking demon realm and shit. So maybe he's just
Oh,
like,
hey,
nah,
hey, hey, hey.
I am a
You're
demon.
thinking too hard about this. You're thinking too hard about
Well,
this. Look,
you
we got a
asked.
demon. We got the demon realm with Dubara as the king. So what if he's the head of all, but on each world he has his own demon king, which Piccolo took the role of in retaliation to Kami.
Um, I don't know. I don't know what to reply to that.
Once again, though, everything's more powerful than God.
Fucking Kami has never done anything useful in this series other than exist for the Dragon Balls to be
He
there.
trained Goku.
But we didn't see that.
Yeah, but it happened, so.
Hi, Chris Sabat.
That's not Chris Sabat.
Kami
Wait, yeah, it is.
is Chris Sabat, yeah.
I feel like I don't know why. I thought he was something
Wait,
different.
this movie, in this movie, it's his role as Guardian is what is called Kami. So he doesn't have a name in this. Because he was just like, I beat your father for the role of Kami. Dude, that looks like Dabura. Kinda. Not really. Never mind.
That's a neat background.
I already know all of this. Whoever they got to voice Garlic Jr. in Abridged sounds like almost exactly like the actor here.
Yeah. They got a couple characters like that where they sound kind of dead on.
Mm-hmm. In general, I know it's weird to say, but in general, I kind of prefer the English cast in Abridged over a lot of the English cast in like Kai and the original Z and stuff. But like
I'll
the
disagree there, but
the contentious ones for me are Goku himself and Vegeta, because those two just have really great voices. I can't really
I'll
think.
disagree. I don't think the roles in Abridged would have been able to handle it here. They very much
Um,
focus and are intended for the comedy aspect. So I
I
don't think
don't.
it works as well.
I don't know. I feel like as an English dub, they sort of match the tone, not like the like story writing tone. They match like the literal cheese.
You see, though, here's the other
That
thing they have to
distracted.
deal with is they don't have to deal with is actual dubbing, which is an art in and of itself and takes a lot more practice to do.
Yeah, but
Like, not
also a
saying
lot
they
of the people.
couldn't do it without a ton of training, but
Well, you
because
also a lot of
I
the.
like no, I don't want to knock against them because I think it's Bulma's voice is an actual voice actor now, so a lot of them
Yeah,
have done professional work as well. But I don't. I think it's. I don't think they would have topped. I don't think they topped this cast.
hey, listen, Kyle Aber is Santa Claus and Abridged, so they have a good cast.
Abridged was going to be in Dragon Ball Kai.
Yeah, I know, and it was such a funny thing, and I can't believe that they took it out.
Yeah. I think they just put in the original lines from the original Z recording.
Yeah, they did. Ugh, those fancy moves won't work on me. Goku's so cool. Yeah, fuck that guy.
God damn, those are some good hits.
That's what I'm saying.
I
I think
felt it there.
the fighting in this looks so good.
I still think, in terms of general combat and fighting, I think Broly still takes the win for me.
Which one? Super Broly?
I'm talking about the original Z films. We're not going to compare the new films. Those are in their own category.
Well, yeah, I mean, me saying this movie looks good doesn't mean I'm saying the other movies don't look good. I was just
I'm just
saying it
talking
looked
about
good.
like best
I wasn't.
fight animation and best looking combat. I think goes to Broly.
See, it's hard for me to agree there though when most of that fighting is just Broly destroying everyone and the other one, the other character's not
And they
doing
make
much.
every hit as brutal as possible, and I love it.
Keep cool. Hi, Chris Sabat.
Oh, speaking of cool, I like the cooler fight for
Dude,
the first one. That one's a good fight.
I love Piccolo's old themes so much.
There it is. The other reason we shouldn't put this on YouTube, we got a dick.
Man, he just stood there the whole time. these these characters are very fast, and he couldn't have moved out of the way of that. We
Getting
got the
punched in the face, that's all good. The other shock of being pissed on, no, then you gotta stay there. Oh, hey, look, Kami has the eye laser too. Isn't that cool?
yeah. I like seeing Kami fight, but this is literally the only time we see him fight. Other when it's like
He fights in Dragon Ball.
as that hero guy or whatever his name was.
Yeah, I count that. I love that guy.
But I like
He's
seeing
amazing.
I like seeing Kami himself do it.
It's
I
the
know it.
same thing.
No, it's not. It doesn't look like Kami, so it's not the same.
Yeah.
This is the only time we see Kami in his own form fighting.
And there's a reason we don't see it in other times. Ha,
Yeah,
got that. That bitch couldn't
you know,
fly.
I know it's speaking of Kami, I know it's because they were originally one being, so it's a much more potent fusion. But I love how Piccolo fusing with the like 40 plus thousand power level nail gives him like a huge boost, and then fusing with Kami gives him just as much, if not a much bigger boost.
Yeah,
Even though Kami's power level is like sub 300.
I like to think of it like the ring from Lord of the Rings, where all of his power was consolidated somewhere else, but because it wasn't with him, it couldn't be used to its fullest extent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense.
It's uh, like Kami purging out his evil self created a big enough personality change. I think it's safe to say that Piccolo here was originally the dominant personality.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you also got to realize that this is not necessarily the same Piccolo as what the anti-fusion created when they separated, because that was King Piccolo and this is his son, which I don't know how that works exactly.
Don't worry about it.
Because everyone's like, wow, so this is the Namekian that you were before you.
So what are King Piccolo's other children? Are they Namekian as well? What are they?
They are Namekian. They're just like, I think, considered mutants. Mutant Namekians. Does that make sense?
Sure. For Dragon Ball, everything makes sense.
Yeah. This fight
I
right
like how
here.
Goku here just has no idea what to do.
Yeah. No, my do! Stranger danger! Whee.
It's a good thing
Oh!
there was something there to catch him. Does that thing just extend forever? I don't know. I mean, it did go all the way to the moon, so
Yeah, it did go all the way to the moon. And then Mr. Evil Carrot or whatever the fuck his name is got blown up by uh fucking Roshi, and then if he got brought back at any point, he was then blown up by Piccolo in Z.
no, they never wished anyone back as Roshi. Back after Roshi killed people, so I guess.
True. And you know what? There was a long time where I had just forgotten that apparently Kami rebuilt the moon at one point. um, because that's why the excuse Goku gives when everyone's like, "Oh, did you get when he gets his tail permanently removed?" He
It's
was like,
convenient, it's one lined, and he doesn't have to draw anything. Good job, Toriyama.
"I got a big motherfucking head."
He's
I just
trying.
really I just really like Kami's design as a character.
He's
So
an elder Namekian.
yeah, he looks fucking cool. He's got like the very
Okay.
thin figure, and it's yeah, I don't
See,
know.
but that's what like Piccolo's for when he first appears with the full turban, and it's awesome. Before he was as muscular.
You know, I know it's because of the fact that Toriyama thought of the whole Goku's an alien thing after the fact, but I find it hard to believe that none of the strong people on planet Earth got any stronger than the power level like 150 or 200 or whatever. Because as soon as like Piccolo Jr. hits the scene, him and Goku are
You see,
I
they
don't know.
they are measured on Fahrenheit. Scouters measure on Kelvin.
Ah, yes. So everyone's
That's the way to think
actually
about it.
like in terms of like how they sense power levels, it's closer to like I don't know, maybe a couple hundred rather than millions.
Yes,
I gotcha. I gotcha.
yes. See, you're thinking about it wrong. You gotta look at it at the right angle. If Toriyama won't give us the right measurements, we will make it ourselves.
Something that also kind of slightly annoys me. It's not a big deal. It's mainly
So it
me.
is a big deal.
It's mainly me, preferring Dragon Ball over Dragon Ball Z and stuff. Uh, it's the fact that like, uh, when power levels are introduced, um, it's basically seen like for pretty much everyone but the Earthlings that your power level is just what it is at all times forever, I guess, and that's what they expect out in space. Um but for the Earthlings, they made up for it with their martial arts technique, you know.
Well, you see, that's
And
why Frieza, would have been a fitting end, where Frieza, as far as technique goes, is as far as Goku is. So at that point, all Goku can do is get the power. And, if you end at that point, it's
yeah.
fine. But then they kept going.
Yeah.
Hashtag Dragon Ball should have ended with Frieza.
I used to have that opinion, but I kind of disagree with it now. What should have happened was Gohan should have been the main character in Boo.
Yeah, because, like, Boo being more magic based, and if they stuck with that instead of it being a full power level type thing, it would have been great. But by the end, he's just another cell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, it's the same voice. Good job. He
Yeah.
did the Jason Griffith Werehog voice. The shirt's off, boys.
Yeah, the nipples.
What the fuck?
Look at my
I get taking
nipples.
off the shoes because they're weighted, but like you're not on a training mat here. Like there could be glass out here, something sharp that
Yeah.
will fuck up your
No.
footwork. Just
Listen,
saying.
Goku's durable enough that wouldn't matter.
It doesn't. It's not a question of durability. It will mess with your footwork. It's uneven ground.
Well, they can compensate for that with the flight technique.
Also, hey, look, old Dragon Ball theme.
Yeah, I love it. It's so damn good.
Those are some good punches.
Yeah, this scene is like marginally less well animated than the rest of the movie. Still looks fine, but I guess I can't be too hard on this movie's quality because
Well,
it's
there's still more of the fight coming, so I think it's supposed to look
yeah.
quick here and a little unsatisfying.
Mm-hmm.
They just show up and pummel him
This
before
looks
the rest ends comes in.
this looks like Studio Live's best work. And now the style slightly changed. Actually, I don't fucking know.
We're going to avoid talking about different studios here because it hurts my head, and I don't want to talk about them.
Dude, I swear they always, especially in like GT, they always get Studio Live to do the most important episodes.
What the fuck did I just say? Stop talking about him. I don't care.
No, I care. I don't care if you don't care. I care.
Let's talking about Dark Garlic Jr. here. He's raising hell. That's a
No,
cool castle shot.
he's being stupid and opening the one thing that can fucking defeat him.
But he can't defeat them, so like he has to.
He's
you know?
immortal.
It's
He
a
can
gambling.
outlast them. He could literally fight them forever.
Immortal
and they would
doesn't mean
eventually...
infinite stamina.
Sure, that's how it's always been depicted in Dragon Ball.
Clearly not here, and this is non-canon, so who gives a shit? Inconsistencies galore. I'm so ready for Lord Slug and Cooler's Revenge.
Garlic Jr. is not even sweating.
You good there, Krillin?
Krillin, you're fucking useless in this.
He's comic relief. He's useful to the audience.
My fucking castle! Why did I do this?
Because the castle falling apart has cool crumbling animation.
Boop.
Take a drink every time you see the same rock pass by.
There's hundreds of them. Do you see the screen?
Yeah, and you can see the same rocks rotating in and out constantly.
Yeah, it's a freaking looping animation. Ah!
Oh no! Whatever will happen to our heroes?
No, Krillin. Dude, how did he do that?
Krillin learned the secret to flight right there and then. But couldn't activate it later.
You know what? A lot of characters learn how to fly in this series in a desperate moment. Like Pan and Superhero.
Yeah, but that's more comedic based, so I'm okay with that.
No, well, for this one is.
Uh-oh. Gohan's the strongest character, but they're not gonna do anything.
Why is Goku telling his 3-year-old to do it?
Because he senses the power. Goku is insanely smart when it comes to fighting.
Yeah, but
he knows what he's doing.
Shouldn't Goku be fucking amazed at what he's seeing right now?
Goku's also smart enough to keep a cool head and knows, well, why would I be amazed? I gotta help him. I can't be sitting here awestruck.
He didn't do that. He didn't do that in Z. He was fucking awestruck. Z.
This is a fucking spin-off film.
Well, it's just, it's not consistent.
And that's why we love it.
Ah!
I think the inconsistencies are what makes these films fun to watch.
He's
especially
going
Jesus,
Super
especially
Saiyajin.
Goku Jesus. By the way, you said you watched this before Kai? Like the original dub before Kai?
Well, no. See, I discovered Dragon Ball with, like some episodes of the Frieza saga with Kai. But then when, like, I initially got it on like DVD and stuff because I asked for it for Christmas that year, I got Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Kaioken or Kaioken?
It's Kaioken.
All right, thank you. We're good.
They say it wrong in Z. I'll fully say they say shit wrong in these dubs sometimes.
Oh, that's not what I'm getting at. It's more just like, if you've seen both and had more time with this, do you say Kaioken or Kaioken? Because I know plenty of people who only ever say Kaioken. They know it's the other way,
Yeah.
but they'll still say it.
Once I learned that like pretty much all the fucking names from the original Z were wrong, I learned the new names and I stuck with the real names and I stuck with those. And it just makes sense cuz like uh also by the time I got to the Kaioken, uh I had been on the internet and discovering things about Dragon Ball on there, and I heard people calling it the Kaioken already before I ever heard Kaioken. So, but it's fucking King Kai's move, so it's Kaioken.
It's King K.
King K.
He was
Come
the
Magic
YouTuber
Cloud.
all along.
We should be watching the fucking big green dub.
I've tried finding clips of that. It's kind of hard. Fun fact, actually, I found out there's the Bang Zoom dub of Dragon Ball Super, which was a fully English dub that only aired in Southeast Asia, and actually has a lot of the cast in the Big Green dub,
Hmm. Well, that's
like
funny.
Wendy Lee returning as Bulma. It's got Kirk Thornton in it.
Is Ryan or Brian Drummond, is he still Vegeta?
No, he's in the Ocean dub.
Oh, he is. Oh yeah,
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 he's
you're
not the
right.
Big Green dub.
Okay. Who is Vegeta?
I don't know. I don't think they
Okay.
didn't make. I don't think they made it to Vegeta in the Harmony Gold version,
Okay.
or they probably did, but they only got for like a few episodes.
Gotcha. Dude, this freaking release of the movie has such inconsistent film grain. You guys might not realize what I'm talking about if you're watching a different version, but yeah.
If this is the most easily accessible version, it's probably the most pirated version. So I'm sure this is the version most people are watching
Man, I got the fucking Dragon Box. Why am I watching this shit?
because you wanted to watch the dub and know what they were saying.
I love this fucking outro song.
It is bizarre as hell. I've seen a
Akita
lot of anime
Coolio,
from around this time,
Akiburu
and even then, this
Monster,
is still bizarre to that.
Alien. I'm gonna stop singing because I think I got desynced at one point, very slightly. But
Yeah, you're
yeah,
saying that like a good 2 seconds before I saw it.
yeah. This has been Dead Zone. It's I like it. I like this movie quite a bit. Not my
It's
favorite
fine.
Dragon Ball movie, but
Oh,
it's
Troy Baker's in this? What the fuck? That's awesome.
yeah.
Go Google Troy Baker is, you uncultured swine.
I'm good. I've heard the name.
He did a lot of anime dubs, but he does a lot of video game. Oh, Last of Us. He's Joel.
Huh? What'd you say?
He's Joel in The Last of Us.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Before Pedro Pascal, there was Troy Baker.
Zenkai power.
You're gonna be singing this every time because it's gonna be the ending theme like every
I
time.
love that freaking shot of Gohan because we never see him in that garb ever.
Yeah, it's a special illustration.
It's like those like special illustrations Toriyama did for certain manga covers.
Yeah.
The same thing that Toriataro's doing with Super on occasion. I love that sort of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Cause like especially with Super, like there's one drawing of like all the Dragon Ball characters at like a beach party, and you see like Vegeta in the background carrying a surfboard. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's stuff we never get to see in the actual show or anything. So
Yeah, a lot of the Toriyama ones involve automobiles in some way. They're a lot of
yeah,
fun.
and he draws some cool looking like mechs, automobiles,
I think some of
motorcycles.
my favorite chapter covers were from Bleach. There were a lot of good ones
Mm,
there,
yeah.
especially because the characters all had a huge variety of outfits, so
Hmm.
they look clean as fuck.
Well, hell yeah. Um. All right. Well, I guess that yeah, that was Dragon Ball Dead Zone. Um.
We didn't talk about the movie much during that.
No, and it's kind of I don't know. It's kind of weird because like if I'm watching a movie, I'm like actively paying attention to what's going on. But if I'm talking while watching a movie, I'm not really actively paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah,
So I don't know. My brain is one track minded. I don't know. So
this is
it's
kind
kind
of
of
hard for
weird.
this kind of channel to do, but you
Yeah.
know we
I hope.
can talk about this song that nobody else
Um.
is going to hear unless they have the same version of us as us.
Yeah. I'm not hearing it right now because I immediately ejected the disc upon the movie ending.
Oh, what the fuck! All right, well, it's only me and the few of you out there who are also listening. You guys are the real ones.
Dragon Sword.